Hey gorgeous, I'm back today for another manifestation video for you. So today we're talking about noticing and managing duplicity. So you've heard me talk about before that if we have duplicity between our four bodies and we're trying to manifest something big and we're confused because we think we're doing all the right things, we're journaling, we're keeping our vibration high, all the things, and yet the thing is not showing up in our reality. So one thing that I have noticed over the years, gosh, I've been manifesting for about 17 years now, since I found the law of attraction, is that if I am in my life complaining about, I don't have time, but I'm asking for something that requires me to have time, it's not going to manifest. It's going to be delayed. So for example, let's say that you're like, I want more clients, but you're overwhelmed with what you have going on right now as far as either clients or just other obligations. Well, why is the universe going to give you the thing when you're so overwhelmed already? There's no space for you to receive it. So one example that you can think of this is that if you wanted to buy someone a trip or an experience, you wanted to gift it to them, and when you were spending time with them, they kept complaining about how they don't have any time, they have no space, they don't have a babysitter, like all of these things. Suddenly you would start even doubting your own gift. You would say, is this even a gift? Like, are they even going to enjoy it? Am I actually going to put them in a bind? Am I going to make their life worse? So the gift suddenly doesn't even look like a gift. It seems like a burden. So this is something that we want to be aware of. Another example of this is if you, let's say your partner buys you a new handbag and they're keeping it because they're going to gift it to you on your birthday. And then they hear you constantly talking about how your closet is stuffed, you have too many bags, you don't use all your bags. They see you feeling guilty about not using everything that you have. That, again, there's no space for that bag in your life. There's duplicity. It's not a present anymore, it's a burden, and they're going to start second guessing this thing that they're giving you. So what we want to be aware of is creating space and time in our life, whether this is physical or energetic or both, so that we can receive the thing that we really desire, right? Even I see women doing this in dating. They are really wanting a soulmate and a partner, but then I hear them saying that, oh, they like their independence. They don't want to have to spend their time with someone else. Or they're judging someone else's relationship. There's a lot of duplicity there that, oh, relationships are bad. Relationships require a lot of time. Relationships cause problems. So of course you're not going to be able to manifest. And some of these things are so subtle that you really have to be, really looking out for those slight energetic things. So one thing that was coming up, yes, two more things I want to say about this. In my own journey, there have been moments where just suddenly I feel like decluttering or cleaning out my calendar. And what it's looked like is suddenly I'll just get this really deep knowing, almost like I have to go drop everything and go clean out my closet or clean out my car or clear my calendar. And it'll keep bothering me until I go do it. And then I'll go do it, and then suddenly all of these big manifestations will come in. I have seen this over the last 16, 17 years in my life continuously. So that's one way I've seen it manifest in my life. Another one is really interesting, and it just recently even happened to me. So let me give you an example of that, where the manifestation will show up first, and then it will force me to reevaluate other things. Like suddenly I'm like, it's here. Like I'm doing this, right? It's here. But then after it comes in, suddenly I don't have space to hold other things, whether it's time or whatever. And I'll say, well, this needs to go, this needs to go, this needs to go. So the example I have is for my current life. You guys know that my son recently challenged me to do 30 manifestation videos in 30 days. And I accepted his challenge without even thinking it through. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this. And at the end of the day, I was like, even if I fail, I want this to be an example for him, that it's better to try something and fail than not to even give yourself a chance. So I was like, either way, we're doing this. I said yes. And then I committed to it. I started doing it. And I was getting my hair done the other day, And suddenly I had this really weird nudge to open up my calendar, and I opened up my calendar and I realized all of these random appointments were on there that I didn't want to do. I was just doing them, like I mentioned in the other video, because they were like came with the package or random stuff like that. And I just completely cleared out like so many things off of my calendar. And then suddenly it seemed like, why didn't I do this challenge before? I have so much space to do this. But just moments before, it looked like, oh my God, how am I even gonna fit this in? So it can go either way, depending on where you are, how advanced you are with managing your nervous system, your emotional body, your mental body, all the things. So the advice that I have for you on how to apply this is start already looking around your life and noticing where you have duplicity. I mean, even if you honestly didn't figure it out, you could just say, hey, are there things in my life that I need to bless and let go? Can someone else use these items? Even just decluttering, oh my God, twice in my life, actually, I think 4 times in my life, even before I met Irfan, I cleaned out my car and manifested a new car. So don't underestimate decluttering and removing things. You know, my mom used to say, and I've talked about this in the Barakat course, my mom used to say that things are meant to be enjoyed and used, and if you're not putting them to good use, they can curse you. So she was very big on giving things away, and that's something that I do. If I'm no longer using something, if there's no use for it, I would much rather put it in a new home with a new person that's gonna love on it and cherish it and enjoy it and use it. So let things go, create space energetically and physically in your life for new manifestations to come in. And you'd be surprised, like sometimes decluttering opens up time, which is like a really weird thing, because you would think, what does stuff have to do with time? But remember, everything is interconnected. So try doing that. Also, when you have something big come in and you start feeling overwhelmed, notice, why is this thing coming in dysregulating my nervous system? Is there something that it's no longer aligned that needs to be let go of? Is it a thing? Is it a relationship? Is it something on your calendar? Have you completed something but you're still stuck in it because you feel like you have to finish the whole thing to complete it? Complete it. Like if you got what you wanted out of it, let it go. Let it go with love and light. You got your money's worth, whatever the thing is, and you'll notice that all of a sudden there will be this space that opens up inside of you that now you can enjoy this new manifestation. So in the comments right now, let me know if you've experienced this, where you are having duplicity and you either needed to declutter something, whether it's time or things beforehand, or something already showed up and then you had to do it. Secondly, let me know your key takeaway from this video. Even if you've heard this stuff a million times, I'm telling you, when it comes to manifestation, repetition is so key. I need to like put myself back in those spaces at every new level to remind myself, oh, you know, this is where I've got duplicity. This is where I'm not holding the vibration. So let yourself use this as a reminder that there's something in your life that needs to be clearing. And you can do my cord cutting. I have a cord cutting exercise here on YouTube. I'll link it in the description box. I also have it in my Contained in Love journal. I've given you guys so many exercises at the end of it that you can use. So you can find all of my books and journals at ladyballsbook.com. All of that information is always listed in the description box. So I'm off now to go and do my wormhole master code. I'm so excited. It's gonna be fire. We're talking about the 4 bodies. We're talking about time travel and all the things that you guys know I love talking about. So if you haven't signed up for that, there's still time. I'll put the link in the description. You can catch the recording, and then on September 6th, is it? Next Friday, we're meeting up again for a nice, juicy, long Q&A so that I can clean up anything that you have lingering as far as understanding and applying the content. So let me know in the comments. I love interacting with you guys. It's giving me life right now. It's making me want to do this challenge forever and ever and ever. I have my next video planned already, and you're not gonna believe how I even manifested this challenge. Like, it's so amazing how the universe pieces together things that seem unconnected, but they're all really connected. So that is coming next. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.